Welcome to Dmitri's Door. Thank you for stepping in. I hope you take a comfortable position, breathe in, breathe out, take a cup of tea, and join in, where we will explore the root of freedom, fear, desire, creativity, entrepreneurship, and what it all means. You won't be given answers, but rather questions that help you find your own. Whew. All right. Settling in. Taking a breath in, out. Whew. Whew. All right, and welcome to Dmitri's Door. The podcast, the experience, the place where I connect to the, well, I don't know what exactly, the unknown. Some say this might be channeling, others say this might be my brain talking, but you know what? I'm just going straight at it without judgments or expectations, no preparations. And I just do what I do, and I deliver the message to myself and to you on the topic that is currently bothering me, or the topic I'm currently exploring. And I guess one of the things is that you can feel it in my tone of voice or in the way I'm talking, whether I'm connected and it is coming through me, or whether my brain is fabricating the message. Today, the message is that of discipline, that of control, and that of helping yourself to be on your path. I think one of the things that I have always been struggling with is this concept of discipline, concept of making myself do the things that I know in my heart I can and should be doing. Although I don't really like the word should. I'm able of doing, and going like, why can't I do it? And there are some people in my life who just go like, well, just do it, discipline, power through it. And every time I tried, it failed miserably because I can power through for a certain amount of time, and eventually I will burn out, I will break down. Something will happen in life where I'll be like, you know what, just not today. I was doing a 7-minute workout for 2 years every day, or close to 2 years. And then one day, 2 days in a row, no particular day, I just missed it. And I never did it again. I'm going like, guys, come on. Everybody says you can develop some sort of habit after, 30, 90 days? I did it for almost, 500 days? In 2 days, broke it down. So I don't really believe in discipline, but I couldn't find the alternative. And I really want to say that today I did, but let's not rush ahead of ourselves. Maybe I unlocked a certain piece of the puzzle that might be helpful to me and to others. And this puzzle is quite simple. The puzzle is that I knew that the answer is always within me. But what I didn't see, at least when it comes to this particular concept of discipline, control, procrastination, getting myself to do the right things, I didn't see that I'm seeing the word me incorrectly. I mean, I know this. Every Zen, Buddhist, whatever you want to call it, any type of teaching eventually gets to the question of, who are you? And the student is supposed to contemplate, meditate, spend years, decades, their whole life, going so deep into the question only to come up with the answer is that I couldn't find it. I can't find the I. And this is where the transformation begins. And you start seeing the truth, which is there is no inner I. The I is not just an inner experience, it's also the outward experience. It is the world itself that is also part of the I. The I is not something internal, it is something both internal and external. It is both me, the body, the physicality, the spirit, the me sitting in this room talking to myself on the microphone with nobody listening, nobody on the other end. Me. But it is also my wife and my kid and everybody I know and my mother and the universe and this room. That is also I, that is also me. So why on earth do I think that I can solve all my problems and all my situation in life by using only the internal I? Why do I want to force my procrastination habits, my other problems to be solved only by this internal singular I? Why do I go like, I can only solve it myself, and if I cannot do it from the within, then I'm not good enough? And then it hit me, well, yeah, maybe, maybe I don't have to. Maybe I don't have to. Focus just on the internal I. Maybe there is more to me than that. Maybe I can use the external I. And this sounds like a lot of philosophical blah, blah, blabbery. But I hope that it is not. I cannot prove it to you until you try what I am trying now. And I really think it's going to be working. But I'm not sure yet because I tried so many things and none of them were working fully, only partially. And I cannot prove to myself that this will be the one that solves everything. But I feel good about it. So I'm going to share it with you. What do I mean by the external I? Well, it means I can ask for help. And I can use and play the environment in front of me to try to help the internal I to struggle and fight with their inner demons. I don't have to do it alone with the internal I. I can use the external I too, which means everybody else, everything else, the whole universe. But enough the philosophical blah blah blabbery, let's get to the practical details of the external I. So I'm struggling with procrastination. And I go like, well, the only way to solve it is your inner changes. And I try that and it doesn't work. So now let's use the external I. That means I can be like, okay, the external I, the environment, is part of me. So how about I fix the environment? How about instead I'm going like, I have the willpower of a god to stop procrastinating and I just need to give more energy to the willpower. How about I go, you know what, I'm just going to block that stupid chess app on my phone and never use it again. To make sure I can never use that stupid chess app ever again, correction, I still want to use it at times and allow myself the pleasure of playing stupid chess games for speed, maybe on weekends, so 1 hour here and there once a month. But I can install an app, such as an app block. But I am smart enough to disable the app. So I'm going to use strict mode and ask my wife to have the password, or maybe have her connect through email so that every time I need to use it, I can actually make sure that I can't, unless I ask my wife. And she's going to be on my side, so she's not going to give me permission because she's going to know that I'm going to procrastinate with chess. Now, the older me would say this is weakness. This is you saying you're weak. You don't have the power inside of you to control yourself. So you're a weak man. You don't deserve to be loved. But my new me goes like, you know what? No, 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 no. The external part of my life, the external universe, the external world, my wife, the app, the phone, they're all part of me. So I'm not weak. I'm strong because I'm using everything at my disposal to do what I want to do. And if it takes me to these places where I have to control the environment to help me, I'm going to do it. I'm going to have a friend with whom I'm going to have a call once a week to try to say what we're planning to do this week and hold each other accountable and help one another. I'm going to have another group of friends, we call it the Bear Club. You will never get the joke because you were not there, but we're going to meet once a month and also have some accountability and discussions with one another. I'm going to control my physical environment so that my meditation cushion is right on my way in my house, and every time I go past it, I see it. And it might take time. I tried this many years ago a little bit. I put some stickers in my room and in my house. One of them is in front of my shower that says, don't be a sissy, take a cold shower. And it only works once, maybe 120, 130 showers, but it's there and it's subconsciously working. And it's going to work more and more and more as I practice it. I'm going to create other environmental tricks to help me manage my situation, my ADHD, whatever you want to call it, DBDBD, DBDBD, any type of label. I can play with the external environment and not think that I am weak. And so should you. So should everybody, because there is no I. Everything you can use externally is part of you. It is part of your I. So you don't have to struggle alone. You can ask for help. You can ask for help from therapists. You can ask for help from friends. You can ask from help from the environment. You can control the environment. You can mold it. You can create the environment that helps this body to act in the way you want it to act. Because the body is not the eye, the brain is not the eye, the thoughts are not the eye. So why do you think the thoughts can do it on their own if they're not the eye? Why do you think it's not okay to trick yourself, to create psychological games? Studies show that these things work, why not use them? Why do we have to always think that we are so strong that we can handle everything in life ourselves? We do not. And that is okay. It is okay to show yourself some love both internally and externally. To show yourself some love by saying, okay, some part of me is weak. And some part of me cannot do this whole discipline thing that people are doing and suffering. I don't know why they like to suffer. Let them suffer if they want. But I don't want to suffer. I want to do it the nice way. I'm going to create the environment that supports me, that loves me. And yes, sometimes it means denying myself simple pleasures like playing some chess or reading about some completely pointless, useless Formula One news. But I know that I'm doing it because I don't actually like Formula One news or speed chess. I like deep chess, and I like to drive fast cars myself. I don't like to watch people driving. That gives me almost nothing. Although I do know that my heart rate elevates a little bit and it might be a little bit of fun. But the point is, we are both inside and outside, and we should control and modify both. And that's going to help us to solve our problems because, well, we're everything. Rant over, episode complete. Moving on. Today I controlled the environment of my phone. I installed a minimalist app. I think it was O Launcher Pro. I set up app block. I also set up some protection on DNS level against websites and news sites. Tomorrow I'm going to do the same to my laptop, where I will set up 2 accounts. One will be for productivity, one will be for leisure, and I will select controls and give passwords only to my wife. Man, it's good to have a wife that you can trust. And I'll keep doing that. And should you have any questions about this, how it's going, is it working, is it not working, just let me know. And hope you have a wonderful day. And as always, after this, we'll meditate a little bit. This time, it's going to be directly part of the episode. So, let's calm down a little bit because I was talking way too fast. Sit down in a comfortable position. Take 3 breaths in and out. And let's begin. Follow your breath. And this time, allow yourself to observe your thoughts and not judge them. Allow your thoughts to give you answers and ideas. Today, I ask your subconscious mind, subconscious soul, subconscious body to give you an answer to this simple question. What parts of your external eye should you modify to make your life just a little bit more beautiful, joyful, and pleasurable, that you can do with love and no resistance? Let's meditate on this for a few minutes. I hope you had the answer. And as always with Dimitri's door, the only way to walk through any door is to take an action, to move your feet. So I'm asking you to make that small change in your external environment by the time you listen to the next episode. Thank you, and this was me, your host, Dimitri. And I hope to see you in the next episode of Dimitri's Door. Over and out.